Hey, this is Prometheus giving you another scheme breakdown. This is out of the Cleveland Browns playbook. I'm going to be breaking down three formations: single back ace, pistol ace. And what's great about these two formations is you can flip in between the two of them with your audibles. And then the split back close. Really like this formation a lot. You can actually access each one of these particular formations by clicking on the icons. And finally, if you want to see live gameplay footage, I'm using the Raiders in this breakdown. You can go ahead and click onto that to go ahead and see that. So let's go ahead and go into this part of the breakdown. Formation that I have broken down on numerous occasions in previous Madden versions, but I really like it because of the balance that this formation comes with. So let's just take a look at our base audibles. In the single back ace, we got base audibles, which would be quick slants, and you can pretty much play around with that play all you want. You also have a halfback zone weak, which is really good. Then you got an auto motion play, which is the flanker drive, and the play action deep shot, which is a shot play that you'll sprinkle this in when we're on the underneath side of the 50, or maybe not inside the 40-yard line towards the scoring territory. Plays that we can look at too to sprinkle into this scheme. One of the plays I do like a lot with this scheme is obviously Z-Spot. That's a complement. You can throw in as a halfback smash as another complement. And then the passing play would be the shallow cross. So let's take a look at the running game and go from there. Another play you can sprinkle in is this halfback stretch that they'll actually go ahead and hit your opponent on the outside. Alright, so one of the base plays is going to be halfback stretch, and basically we're going to count the box and we'll flip the play to wherever we have less defenders. As you can see here, I've got 3 defenders on the center, I've got 4 on the right side. I'm just going to go ahead and run and just look for our holes, and right here Johnson's able to go ahead and take the corner and pick up easy yards. And with the zone, you get the nice blocking off the edge right there where they actually go ahead and take a block and go up to the next level, so that's what I like at this play. Now the halfback match is an auto motion play which is built in, so this is a nice run right down the middle. And really all I'm going to do is just go ahead and do the auto motion, and then you got the running back that's going to come in and actually pick up a block for you. You can flip this play to wherever you're going to feel like there's going to be less defenders, and just let the auto motion take over, and then go ahead and find the hole if you can get it. As you can see, we've got less defenders off the left-hand side, so just going to go ahead and flip the auto motion. And look at the blocking right there to the outside, able to go ahead and pick up some pretty easy yards. Audible is the halfback zone weak, and this actually is more of a off-tackle type run. It works kind of like a stretch, but you will get the double teams off of the defensive ends, and look at how effective a run this is. Once again, we're going to look for the double team on the defensive end. Alright, so basically we'll flip the play to the right side. We got an outside defender, and as you can see right here, able to go ahead and take it up for some pretty easy yards up the middle. Alright, so the base play I'm going to talk about is Z-Spot. I've broken this play down on numerous occasions. It's very, very easy reads to make. One of the things you can do is you can take your tight end on the backside and put them in a whip route, and that provides a zone defender to actually go ahead and take away or come down against the Benjamin deep dig route. Reads are going to be to the motion side where Gordon is. We're going to basically watch to see if his defender comes down and crashes on him. If that is, it's man coverage, and I should be able to go ahead and hit the flat or the deep corner route. If it is zone coverage, the defenders will actually move away, leaving Gordon a wide open underneath. So let's just go ahead and watch this play once. Defenders actually come down, and then the corner route should be wide open for an easy completion for monster yards. Once again, we're going to go ahead and whip up my tight end on the backside. I'm going to go ahead and do the auto motion, and if the guys pull back, it is zone coverage. I can pick up an easy 10 yards underneath. And I can flip this play any way that I want. A complement I can do is I can go ahead and take my backside tight end and put him on a whip route. And if it is zone or man coverage of man, I've got the whip, which will actually put another spot on the backside. And if it's zone, I've got that deep dig route that I can pick up some pretty monster yards on the backside of that. So you have the auto motion. The complement that auto motion, you want to do the flanker drive, which is another one of your base audibles. Basically what we're going to do is we're just going to see what happens to Gordon. Now what I prefer to do is I like to actually take Barnage and put him on a hook route, and primarily because of the hook route, it works more effectively against man coverage. I can actually hit that. So right here I've got the underneath with Gordon and be able to pick up some pretty easy yards. And watch Gordon get followed across. And as you can see right here, he'll be wide open on the flat to pick up some pretty monster yards. I can flip the play, and I like to take that tight end on the motion side and put him on a hook route. That gives me another man read. And as you can see right here, it is man coverage, and that hook route generally will beat a lot of man coverage. And if it's zone, I do have that seam route by the tight end, where I can actually pick up some pretty major yards if I throw it at the right time against the cover 2. What's nice about having a play like this in your playbook, you've got that crossing route. It also has a deep comeback route, so if you do get single coverage, you can hit your opponent for some major yards with a deep comeback route. Now another base pass play that I might actually go ahead and call immediately would be the shallow cross. And the reason why I like the shallow cross is that it provides me man beaters and zone beaters that I really can abuse my opponent with, and I can give the same look to either side of the field. So my read really is going to be starting with my, I'm going to leave the play stock. I could go ahead, if I got press coverage, I can take Gordon and put him on a streak, but really what I'm going to do is watch Barnage and see if a defender follows him. Now if a defender follows him, he should be wide open against man coverage, and then I've got to check up to Benjamin on a deep out for 10 yards. If it is zone coverage, then Barnage should be wide open. I could check up to Hauser coming back the other side, and then I got Johnson in the flat, which will be easy yards against zone coverage because no zone defender is going to be down by Johnson. So once again, it is zone, and as you can see right here, Johnson is going to be able to pick up an easy 5 yards, which with a nice little underneath harassment route. Back again, we got press coverage. One of the options I can do is I can go ahead and take Gordon and put him on a streak route, and then take a look at the coverage. And right here, it was man coverage, able to pick up an easy 4 or 5 yards or more. And I also have got this deep in route, which is actually easy yards, good 15-yard gain right there with man coverage. I could flip the play and look at another angle against my opponent, and I've got that out route, which I can pick up some pretty easy yards against my opponent if he's playing off coverage. Now I can leave this post route in the actual formation, but I just don't like the predictability of it, so it's going to be one of my last reads. So this is a nice little complement of routes that really can force your opponent to make a lot of massive adjustments. Alright, so quick slants is one of the other base audibles. I don't want to go ahead and break that down. I'm going to go ahead and just break down the final play, which is going to be the play action deep shot. And one of the things I want to do is actually move the ball back. I want to go ahead and only take a deep shot, probably at the inside, anything below the 50-yard marker, anything above the 40, because anything inside the 40, generally the play gets a little bit too far. So what I'm going to do is this is my opponent. If he starts crowding the line, starts bringing defenders down, I'm going to go ahead and streak up Gordon, and I'm going to go ahead and max protect. I'm not going to worry about the tight ends. I've got basically 3 route combination. And really all I'm going to do on this particular play is I'm going to go ahead and either throw the bomb up to Gordon, and I do an aggressive catch right there, get an easy touchdown on that. Or I can go to the left side for that deep angle route to pick up a nice touchdown on the other side. This concludes this section of my Cleveland ebook breakdown. If you want to access the Singleback Ace scheme, just click on the top icon. If you want to access the Pistol Ace scheme, you can click on the center icon. And then obviously the Shotgun Split Back Close, you can click on that icon. And if you want to see this with against a live opponent and see how the live opponent deals with this particular breakdown, this Cleveland ebook, go ahead and click on that icon right there with the Play Now feature. So once again, to all my subscribers, I really appreciate your support, and until next time.